Hey guys, I know it's been forever. Uh, I think today is the 8th of December, and I don't think I've posted since maybe the 19th of November. The message today, it is time. I had to get that out there first. If you are back, welcome. If you are new, welcome. Today is going to be lengthy. So if you drink hot tea or you want some water, or you even want some wine, honey, go get it. I go with the flow, as you know, if you've seen the videos. I move the way God has me to move, and today was the day, and that is why the message is, it's time. It is time. I am led to kind of start from the beginning and put it in a nutshell real quick. Somebody, of course, needs to hear this. Some people are going to see this. I'm not sure who or what's going on. I know it is all good things. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so let me get a sip of water before I start. So I go by Seasonal Blue Moon. I am calling myself that for this channel because seasonal blue moons are rare. You see where I'm going. Anyway, don't be a hater all your life. No, if you're here, you're never a hater, so I'm not even concerned about that. But haha, joke. But anyway, I started this channel, like I said, for me, but it was a nod to my younger sister. One of my younger sisters pushing me, so shout out to her. Thank you so much. And I don't know, it's been a journey. So I've kind of been the past few videos, actually all the videos that I have posted so far, they have just been telling you about day by day stuff, things that have been downloaded to me, and all of that, or revealed to me, however you would like to word that. And so today, like I said, is going to be, I guess, basically a backstory, if you want to call it that. So I was born, it's a little warm in here, so if y'all see me wiping my lip because I sweat right now. But I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. My family and I, we moved to Georgia in 87, and I was in Georgia for 38 years. I have been in the food industry for 20 years. But before, and I count some years because before I was technically in the food industry, well, I take that back because I did do some industry work as a teenager. But I also wound up, having some life things happen. My mother, she suddenly passed. It wasn't sudden for God, of course, but it was sudden for us down here. Okay. She suddenly passed in 2000. She passed 2 weeks after I graduated high school. And my POV of that was just, oh gosh, that was my darkest period ever in my life. Once I found out she had passed away, the morning-ish, because of the time, it was late night, that I found out, I remember she purchased my senior yearbook for me, and I wasn't able to get anything my entire high school year. I wasn't able to participate in anything. I wasn't able to like have a yearbook. I wasn't able to go on trips or whatever the case may have been. Thinking back to that, I don't know why I'm led to say this, but it was embarrassing for me. I felt like some part of me felt like these are years I know I'm not going to get back, and I'm not even going to be able to have these moments in an adult way of saying it. You know, of course, in teenage mind, it's like, you know, all the other kids are doing it. I look crazy. I can't, you know, da 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 da. Because you're concerned about how you look to them, you know, in that mental, in that age, you know, where you at mentally. And so, I remember holding the yearbook and just sitting on the bed, and I waited until the sun came up. And when the sun came up and she wasn't in the bed, because I was in the bed, that's when I knew it was real. That was what made it real for me. And I feel like things should have been done differently, but that was my journey. That was for me to go through the way that I did. I had to plan the funeral. Now remember, I'm 2 weeks out of high school, fresh out of high school. I don't have any kids. I'm not in a relationship. I don't know anything about paying a bill, nothing. I don't have my driver's license, nothing. So I'm on the bed and I see the sun come up and my mom doesn't come back, and I don't know. I don't know. It was just really, really dark. Like, even now, everything is still. That's kind of how it was for me. Like, there was even no movement of wind or anything. It was just like this, you know, that real loud silence. The silence. Yes. That's how it was. And so, I don't know. Things just moved so quickly from there. Like, my family came in and we had to move out, and we didn't know where to go, and we were trusting people. I was trusting people. I didn't have any business. And then I'm held responsible for my sisters, and in my eyes, this is my POV, and they are, at the time, I'm 18, so one is 16, one is 15 actually, because of the month in the year, and one is 14, and I'm 18. So that was a lot. That was a lot. Even now, with me even being healed from it, to hear myself say that is still a lot. So I turned to everything that I knew in my childlike mentality and like turned it up to 25. So I was, you know, drinking and smoking and popping pills and very just out there. And it was just like I was out searching, looking, taking. It's a scripture in the Bible that talks about something about a hungry heart. No, a full heart. I don't know. I'm not even going. If I think about it, I'll let y'all know. But basically it's saying, how can I say this? Okay, if I'm full of love and some BS walk up to me saying it that's love, I'm not going to take that because I'm already full of love. Now, if I'm walking around here empty, a shell, looking and searching and grabbing for whatever, I'm going to take that because I'm going to think that that's love. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I was doing. And it was just very, very, very destructive. Very destructive. So by the time I was 21, I wound up getting into serious trouble. I had never even had a traffic ticket before. And I wound up I was told to tell the original. My original charges that I was charged with were, look, my hands, I'm so nervous. Lip was sweating. The M word, 2 felony M words, armed rob, and and that was it. And then my co-defendant had those charges as well, plus possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. Yeah, I just had to take a deep breath on that one. That, I felt like it wasn't real. I will say this part, because it was such a long process. I was in county for 26 months. And I was given life without parole, life with parole, and then 20 to the door. Those were the 3 offers I was given. And the people that I was in county with, you know, they were telling me, I'm listening to Jailhouse Lawyers. If you know, you know. They were telling me, you know, you only get 3, you know, options. And once you tell them no on all 3, then, they gonna throw the book at you and all this and that. So I'm like living in this state of fear, but also, I don't give a freak, because I'm gone. I mean, I'm gone. And it was a lot. It was like a whirlwind of just foolishness. My mental was just, I don't even have a word for it. I remember telling one of my younger sisters one time that I literally remember, you know, the armed rob charge, me doing that, I felt like a monster. Like, I knew that wasn't me. I don't know if anybody is going to be brave enough or even be open enough to say, you know, hey, I've been there before, but I'm sharing this for somebody. You're not crazy. Nothing is wrong with you. If you ever have felt like that, you have had something dark on you. Whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe it to be, at the bottom line, it's dark. And that thing was on me. That mofo was on me hard. And it was just a lot. It was a lot. I can remember people saying that is crazy. And I was proud of that. But anyway, that's the mental state I was in. That's why I kind of backtracked that. But as I was in there, I had gotten those 3 pleas, and I denied all of them. And, you know, like I said, everybody was like, you just the 3rd one. And for some reason, I could still hear God sometimes. I remember the first time I'd heard him, and it had been years before this, but this was when they first brought me in to question me about everything. I remember the detective left out and left me in the interrogation room, and I remember like someone was sitting at the table with me, and I was in the room by myself. The truth will set you free. That was it. And I said, what? Because I knew nobody was in there. So I'm like, I didn't say what out loud, but I'm like, what? And I heard it again. And I was like, no. Because they didn't know it was me. They were going by what somebody else was saying. Even in the video, they did not know it was me. They thought I was some pregnant lady. And for any of you that know me, they know I don't have any children right now. But I decided to, because I was going to lie. And I didn't even know they didn't know it was me. I was going to lie anyway. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. But I told the truth. And when they showed me the video, they wound up telling me the truth. Oh, we didn't even know it was you. Thank you so much for telling the truth. They all high-fiving each other in my face, and I'm looking like boo-boo the food. But everything happened the way it was supposed to. So that happened. Like I said, those 3 pleas were offered to me. Then I was like, take it to trial. And so this was the pivotal moment for me, where I was like, this has got to be like a bad dream or something. Because at first it was like playtime, you know. I don't say this to offend anyone, but where I was in my mental state and where everybody else was in their mental state, young or old, in that county jail, we was there to have a good time. A lot of people were there for petty charges. It was county. It wasn't, I was there for the most serious thing. You know, a couple people went to prison, but everybody was looking at me because I was on the news. So they all partying and have a good time. I don't know what's lying ahead of me. So, okay, I'm 21. Let's go. Let's turn up. Unfortunate but true. So, what was it? Probably about, I don't know, I want to say 1 to 3 months before. So, anywhere from 17 to 20 months I had been in county. Did this go to trial thing happen? So once I went to court, I don't know what it was, what the name of it is now. I done had so many arraignments, indictments, and all this mess. But I went. The DA was there. My family was there. All of my attorneys were there. I had gone through like between 4 and 6 attorneys. They were seeking the death penalty on us. He was 18 at the time, and I was 21, like I said. And okay, that ain't for me to say. Okay. Anyway, so I'm there, I'm in court or whatever. I see all my public defenders, and it was one that had to leave my case. Michelle, if you ever see this, I cannot remember your last name. I love you down. Thank you so much for your love and your concern. For you didn't even know me. I feel like you were an earth angel. And they took you off of my case because you were not death penalty qualified. If she ever sees this, she'll know who I'm talking about. Thank you so much. I salute you. Wrong. I salute you. I do. So anyway, she went to my family. From what I know, it was my pops and my 2 younger sisters, I think. Or the middle one and then a younger one. And so they said, okay, the DA said, well, we have a plea on the table. I'm trying to remember, y'all. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. This happened in 03 when I got incarcerated. So this was 05 that I'm talking about. So the DA offers, they put a 20 do 10 on the table just for the day, that plea. So I'm like, nah, forget that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 23. Da, 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 da. Nah, I don't want that taking the trial. Take that trial. See, that song was out then. Crazy. Anyway, I said, I tell you what, Michelle. I said, you go ask my family, and whatever they say, that's what I'll do. And so she said, okay. I think she went and persuaded my family. But my family don't say she did. They just said, they was like, tell her to, take the plea. So she comes back, and she says, your family wants you to take the plea. So I'm mad. I'm steaming hot. So I said, okay. So I take it. So I have to go up before the judge to the podium and listen to people talk. They talk. I'm going to say that because everybody is entitled to say what they want to say. And even though I had no parts in taking the life of that young man, I was there for other purposes. And so that family, I have to deal with the fact that that family may forever look at me as the bad guy, even though I didn't, pum. So, no, it doesn't weigh heavy on me, but I don't think it'll go away either because I'm a person at the end of the day. And I lost my mother. So I can't imagine how the mother and the father and the siblings, if he has siblings, I'm not sure, felt. So who am I? How they deal with things is how they deal with them, or how they dealt with them, But anyway, I had to sit there and listen to the family say everything. And I've said this before. I can remember, out of all that was said, even in my anger, like, I felt like I was set aflame. I was so angry. I heard his stepfather say, I just hope that when you get out, you do something with your life. And that is something that will always stick with me. Again, doesn't weigh heavy on me, but it's there. It's there. And so I will never forget that. And then I proceeded to sign my paperwork and things like that. And of course, I wasn't allowed to say anything. If you know, you know. If you don't know, no, you can't say anything. You cannot defend yourself. You cannot speak on your honor. That's not how that works. Not in that situation. So yeah, that happened with that. And like I said, it was between a month and 3 months later after that, I wound up going to diagnostics, which was Metro. Not sure what's going on with that, or where it is now, or any of that. And then I was transferred to Pulaski State Prison, which was 2 hours from Atlanta. So my family would, every once in a while drive out. I can't remember how often, so I'm not sure. I don't want to say, but I'm not sure how often they came out or whatever. Y'all, hold on for me 1 second. All right, y'all. My bad. So anyway, where did I leave off at? Okay, they would come visit me. I was there till 2012. I was in Pulaski State Prison until 2012. So let's see, 05, 6. So what? Yeah, from about 07 06, 07 to 2012. I was at Pulaski. Wound up doing all kinds of details. Of course, worked in the kitchen, laundry, all kind of stuff. I did some outside detail, worked in warehouse. I was a library aide, right? What else did I do? And then my favorite, I was a teacher's aide. I had 12 students, and I wound up getting ServSafe certified for the first time. Right before I got out, I had gotten duck certified and all kind of stuff. Chef James, if you still here, man, on this earth, thank you so much for everything. I still have all my certificates and everything. I'm just so grateful for that experience. That really helped me. It was a lot of things that anchored me, I guess you can say, in my sanity inside, which was I was in the choir. I used to exercise a lot. I'm getting back to that because I'm healing a lot of things. So now I'm loving on myself more, and I'm like, okay, girl, we got things to do, so we doing them. Okay, don't be judging. I'm just playing. You know, I know I ain't judging. But yeah, I was exercising. I would go out to Pavilion and Yard Call when they called it. I would go to the library. I read a lot. I can remember staying up like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we get up at 5 just to look out the little sliver of window that you have. If you know, you know. Hopefully you don't, but if you do, you do. But yeah, so and then of course the teaching and the certifications and stuff for culinary arts, that really lifted my spirits. And then God was like, okay, and so I moved to the halfway house to get a taste of what it would be like to transition again. And I allowed my old habits to come back in. 10 years. Well, let's not say 10, because I couldn't smoke in county. So that was a couple years. That was almost 3 years. And then in prison, I'll say for the first couple of years I smoked. So I would say 6 years I didn't smoke. Got out of prison and went to the halfway house and started back smoking cigarettes. Started dating a guy. I ain't gonna say his name. Was just wilding out. It was like, I got my freedom. I can start back doing what I wanted to do. Now, you have to remember, when I went in, I was 21. At this time, I am 30. So I'm hot and ready. Okay? And, honey, just made some choices. They were choices at the time. That's where I was at the time. And while I'm saying that, I feel led to say, don't judge yourself for places that you were or places that you are at. You're there for a reason. It's a lesson to be learned, something to be seen, something to be taught, something is there, you're going through that something for something. Okay? Jeez. So don't ever think it's for nothing. Ever. Nothing is by chance or coincidence or anything. So wound up working for a company, a really well-known company, for 4 years. I elevated with them, and then it was just like I hit this brick wall. I was a traveling manager. I was traveling to further south to train the stores for that particular company, and I loved it. I was loving on myself so much, and I was kind to myself. I really liked the mind space that I was in. And when I lost, when the job was over, because I don't lose anything, When it was time for me to move on from that job, I was devastated. I was devastated. And I don't think I shared that with anyone. Because I had one of the owners of this is a big brand, a huge brand. One of the owners actually came to where I was training at. I had to train an entire store, an entire kitchen for this store, because everyone had walked out. I don't know the backstory on that, so all you nosy ones, I don't know, girl. I just want to get paid for real and have a nice little trip. I was out there for about a month, and then I was like, I'm ready to go home. But yeah, one of the guys, his name was Bruce, I will say that, came out there to see me. And you know, kind of did an interview with me or whatever, and was like, yeah, because of your background. And I was like, I've been working for you for 4 years, and now you want to say my background? So, yeah. I can't, where did I go? I went to another, of course, food industry company after that. Stayed with them for a few years. But it was just ebbs and flow, that's life, of good experiences with work. But it was different. Let me be clear. Even though there were ebbs and flows, it was something different about the ebb and flow in my life. It was almost like I felt like I was being held back. Like a plant. I think I've used this before. You water it, you put it in the sun, you do all of this and that, give it plant food, nothing is working. Until you say, hey, let me repot it. Take it out the pot, get a new pot, put it in a new pot. It's thriving. That's exactly what happened to me. I don't know why I just said that. I said it for a reason. But anyway. Okay, help me, Holy Spirit, because people are coming home now, so I had to come out here when I had the time, and especially to try to get some light, because it gets really dark and you guys wouldn't have been able to see me. But anyway, I moved on to other jobs. Like I said, ebbs and flows. I felt like something was holding me back. Yes, and I needed to be repotted, and I felt like that when I left Georgia. So, you know, me moving was my repotting, and I feel like a lot of things that led up to my moving here prepared me for this, but also a transformation was taking place in me already that I really didn't even know. I don't know if anybody out there can relate, but I'll try to explain this the best way I can. You know how I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But all is well. All is well. I'm here doing something different. I feel like things are working better. Again, because I've been repotted. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I won't lie, I'm a little distracted. This dog, Lord have mercy. She's a bit much. I think she has gotten me to the point to where I don't think I'm gonna get another dog. I'm just like, no. And I love dogs. I may change my mind later on down the line. I don't know. But yeah, and even getting here, even though I've been repotted, I'm still having growing pains. This is where I'm supposed to be at. I'm saying in where I'm supposed to be saying. This is where I'm supposed to be saying. So many things have happened. So many relationships I had, not realizing. Well, let me say this. I was aligned with them once before. I am no longer aligned with a lot of the relationships I had. And I know a lot of other people feel the same way. And I want to encourage someone, because it's not easy. Those, and I don't like to use the word cut off because it's so, oof. You know, moving on because you're on a different path. It's nothing wrong with that. It actually is showing how much you love, care, and respect yourself. So many times we in this life, unfortunately, we do stuff and we deal with stuff and we feel it. We feel it. Like, we know, I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. None of that. And we do it anyway because, oh, your family said, or that's your sister, that's your brother, that's your daddy, that's your mama. No judgment. But if you keep thinking like that, knowing that you need to move on from certain people, you're going to keep going through the same cycles. You're going to keep going through that. You're going to keep feeling that. And then you're going to feel resentful and all this other stuff. And then it's just going to snowball. And it's not going to be cute. So you're living this life. God has blessed you with this life. And you're living it to please other people? I'll wait. You're using it to do for others, overdo, people please, overdo because you need to feel validated, you need to feel loved, and you feel like those are the things that you need to do in order to get what you need. And oh, trust me, I'm talking about what I used to do. I ain't trying to call nobody out anyway. This is what I used to do. I thought I just literally, the other day, like a day or two ago, my days are running together. Chose to part ways with someone, I'm not going to say close, but someone that I have history with. And I knew I needed to do that a long time ago. I felt like because I had disappointed this person and I loved them so much and they were my family, that I needed to do whatever I needed to do so that I could be validated as this label. And they never knew that. But I felt like I had disappointed them so much, blinded by my own rage and hurt, that, yeah, it was okay if you stepped on me. It was okay if you kept hurting my feelings. I mean, it wasn't okay, but it was okay. No, it wasn't. And even if they feel like or felt like they were doing things that weren't supposed to or weren't intentional to hurt my feelings, they still hurt my feelings. Your feelings are valid. I need everybody out there to know that. Don't ever let anyone downplay how you feel about something. That's how you feel. It's not about right or wrong. It's how you feel. That's where you are in that moment. When it's time for you to move on from that moment, you will move on. If you're gonna keep doing this, you're gonna keep doing that. So it's up to us. It's a choice. I know some things we have no control over, but some things we do. And those things that we do have control over, you have a choice. So I'm gonna leave it here at that. And I hope I can edit my hand out when I had to chop the video up. Oh, I want to give a big shout out. I almost forgot to let me see. Okay, yeah. To Jadina, I love you, butterfly. Natija, I love you too, sweet spirit. I'm so glad you're feeling better, Natija. And if you see this, and Arlandria Speaks, that's the name of her channel. Her name is Faith. These are 3 ladies that have definitely helped me on this journey. I'm not saying that they're going to help you or that it's going to be life-changing for you. I'm saying just check it out. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. At least you can say you tried it. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with trying something that ain't going to hurt you one time. You know, if you want to be hurt, that's your business. I ain't know my business. Let me get off. So yes, I hope they get to see this video. If they don't, it's going to where it needs to go. I already set the intention before I did this video. I love you guys so much. I am so excited for what's to come, not only for me, but for you guys. If you have any questions or anything, put them down in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. If there is something in particular you want to hear me speak on or elaborate on, let me know. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share. Definitely share the video. Go ahead and get it out. Share it to somebody and tell that person to share it too. I'm just spreading love, spreading my nuggets, spreading the wisdom that I have received. And I am so very grateful, very grateful for that. Forgive me for the 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, that I did not post. I am going to get better at that. I was having a time. A time was had and I wasn't dancing. Okay, let's say that. But yeah, all is well. All is well. As long as it's making me better, stronger, wiser, I'm good. We good. Okay. All right. All right. I love y'all so much. I'll talk to you soon.